30 years ago tonight, KLAS began an 8-part news series about the weird world of UFO conspiracies. One of the featured interviews was with a respected polygraph examiner who became entangled with UFO lore when he agreed to conduct a lie detector test on a controversial whistleblower named Bob Lazar. George Knapp and the I-Team caught up with the polygraph expert 3 decades later.
So this is the same machine you used on Lazar?
That's it.
How many polygraphs do you think you've done on this machine?
Thousands.
Terry Tavernetti doesn't use his gleaming polygraph machine anymore. During his many years working in corporate security at major casino properties on the Las Vegas Strip, he tested thousands of employees. Before that, he worked as a police officer in Southern California. He had no idea he and his lie detector might be drawn into one of the most controversial UFO cases of all time, the claims made by former government scientist Bob Lazar.
Yeah, I think so.
In November 1989, Lazar's name and face were revealed to the public for the first time in a KLAS TV news series. Lazar's claims about working on flying saucers at a hidden facility near Area 51 set off a UFO stampede that continues to this day.
The job I had, the involvement with, the government cover-up, that sort of thing, the story isn't altered in any way.
Lazar agreed to a polygraph test. The first one he did was inconclusive. The examiner thought Lazar was so nervous that it was difficult to get an accurate read on him. Tavernetti was recommended. He questioned Lazar about the central allegations that he had seen a flying disc at a base called S4, that the craft was powered by an antimatter reactor and generated its own gravity. To Tavernetti's surprise, Lazar passed.
My personal thoughts, the pre-test interview of 3.5 hours, the test itself, the post-test interview showed absolutely nothing to detour my thought that Bob Lazar was truthful.
Tavernetti wasn't a UFO guy, had never polygraphed anyone about that issue, had no core beliefs either way. But 30 years later, he recalls what was going through his mind during the test, as it appeared Lazar was being truthful.
Is it occurring to you, holy crap, this guy could be telling the truth, this all could be real?
Oh yeah, when that time comes, that is unbelievable.
After the first news story aired about Tavernetti's test, 2 strange things happened. The first is he was called on the carpet by his employer because of a phone call from an unnamed federal agency.
The corporate offices where I'm employed received a telephone call from a government agency wanting to know why I was getting involved in something that I shouldn't be. And I asked, well, what agency? What was said? Did they identify themselves?
He never learned which agency had called. There was an internal investigation by his employer, but Tavernetti was not disciplined. The second thing to happen 2 months after the story aired is there was a break-in at his home.
And these are the charts.
Huh?
These are the charts.
Those are the actual charts, yeah.
Did somebody try to steal these from you? Was there a break-in? Somebody tried to come and get them from you?
You know, right off the bat I want to say yes.
But Tavernetti had made copies of the Lazar charts. He shared them with colleagues to see if they agreed with his opinion. 2 of them did. One suggested there should be more testing. Tavernetti admits polygraphs are not foolproof, but they are widely used by police and employers as useful tools. He doesn't regret getting drawn into the Bob Lazar saga and says the experience caused a permanent change in how he views the UFO question.
Over the years, my belief has swayed that way. And it gets to the point now where I go, well, why not?
Is it because of that?
Oh, yeah.
George Knapp, 8 News Now.
Tavernetti retired a few years ago, but still lives here in Las Vegas. The original story about his polygraph test was part of an investigative series that aired only once, starting on this date back in 1990. But we have resurrected the stories from our archives, and you can watch them on MysteryWire.com.